Hello again. Welcome to Alphawisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria. We're continuing practicing reading an actual palm from a photo, yes. And we will continue on our next day and next week. It's important to put all the things that you learn together as one and just go ahead and do it. Because I really feel many of you are ready. You've had this before and maybe hadn't even given it a second thought about doing it. Why not? Why not you? Okay, let's get started. All right, we have another example here. And if you saw the last day, yesterday, then you know what we're talking about. Okay. All right, I hope we can see that. All right, following the same pattern, and I'll just quickly go over it. Okay. Here we have, if you're doing a handprint, as I said before, or even a photo, because who knows, you may be seeing that same hand again in the next few months or maybe next year or longer. Get the person's name, date of birth, or at least the date that you're doing the reading. And then you want to get the predominant hand type. That would be your earth, air, water, fire. Strongest mount, all you have to do is look at the hand and just gently touch the hand and get a feel of it. Feeling for the stronger mount, you should be able to see it. All right, weakest mount. Skin texture, how does the flesh feel to you? Because you have to make a decision. And based on your decision, that'll help you tell the type of person whose hand you are now reading. All right, so you're feeling for coarseness, you're feeling for tightness, you're feeling for silky, paper thin, or like sandpaper slightly. Okay, you're feeling for that. And then the flexibility. Is that a flexible hand? You'll be able to tell. All right, then we are looking at Jupiter. That's the index finger. We're looking at Saturn. Then we're looking at Apollo. And then, of course, the little finger is Mercury. Seeing if they're standing alone, or they're standing tall, or what's going on with them. Then we're determining whether you've got one that's a little shorter than the other. So we're always looking at the index finger, which is, of course, your Jupiter, and you're looking at Apollo, the ring finger, comparing the height or the length of these two. That'll give you your answer. You're also looking at the little finger and see if the tip of it reaches this joint. And it seems to, yes. All right. Then we're going to take a look at the thumb. The distance with the thumb from the index finger. Would you say that that is high, medium, or would you say it's low? High would be the closest to the finger. Medium will be sort of in the center, and low would be like right way here. All right, we cannot see any ridge patterns here, so we overlook that. We overlook the nails and anything unusual. If you see something a little different that you haven't had before, or I show you everything here you have had before, okay, or any other comments you want to make. Okay, well, let's go on to the finished one. Now, maybe there are more things that can be said, but these are the major things, all right? So first off, you were asked about the hand type. You want to establish that. That'll help you. So here we have a fire hand. Because this is a rectangular hand, meaning the hand is longer than the finger. Now, this finger is relatively long, but it doesn't match the length or the width of the hand. All right. So sometimes it's a little unevenness in that, but that's all right. So this is rectangular and this is shorter than. It comes out as fire hand. This person likes to be in public. It's just the nature of the person. All right, let's take a look at anything that's a little shorter. This finger is a little shorter than this. We always match the index with the ring finger. It's a little shorter. And that means this person, well, the confidence is pretty good because it's not that much shorter, but there's a little doubt. This finger represents the public. They may praise you to the hilt, but you just you haven't drinked it in yourself. It's like you have to convince yourself that you're everything they say that you are. And you may want to hear it again and again and again. That builds your confidence. Okay, then you're going to feel here the texture. How is the texture here? You have to judge that yourself. Okay, then the fingers. The fingers we've established they're shorter than the palm size. Going on, and there are no fingers leaning on each other or leaning toward each other. Okay, then we go to the thumb. All right, I've answered for you. This is not a flexible thumb. You notice how this comes in? It's stiff. And it is high set. Sorry, it's medium set. Medium. The distance from here to here. Medium set. This is not flexible, meaning the thinking is not flexible. Once they've decided on something, that's it. All right, moving on. When we have the will and the logic, I measured for you the logic, meaning ideas that come to this person, doesn't have enough willpower to put them into action. So the best thing to do is find somebody that has strong will and little weaker logic. You handle the logic and they can do the will. Moving on. All right, looking at this. This is interesting because there's a girdle of Venus here. It's not complete. It comes strong and then there's a gap and then it comes out. So when you have the girdle is considered broken and poorly defined, the person can be promiscuous, moody, and self-indulgent. Okay. Sometimes this is called the ring of sex. That's how that is. Girdle of Venus. Going on. I put a line here so you'll see. You've got two heart lines here. Because this one comes all the way up and goes right here. It gets stronger toward the end. And what does that mean? Two heart lines will increase your emotional sensitivity and complexity. So that's important. Otherwise, the heart line looks good. It's a little weak, which is normal at the beginning of life, early part, teenage years, but otherwise it's fairly strong. Here is the headline, strong, all going practically all the way across. It's joined with the lifeline at the beginning, meaning the person's very cautious there. May have been a little illness there. Lifeline is strong, wraps around, very good, no problem there. This is a Mars line, and this indicates support. And he's got a lot of influence lines here. All these lines that are coming down, influence lines. And the question of which mount is the larger of the two, of all of the mounts, I'd say the Venus or the Luna. Yes, and this is the same as the last one we saw. Saturn is the weaker of the two. Okay? All right, I think I've covered everything. I know I admitted the Mars line in the last one. Okay. All right. Well, I hope this is really helping. And if you haven't thought about doing it, maybe this will give you the little push you needed. All right. Well, if you like it, by all means, give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Welcome to the new subscribers. Very happy to have you with us. All right. Love yourself. Important. Love and light. Bye.